The studio now, Colin Sullivan. They got some exciting news to pass along. Colin, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me, Gary.
So, Adcraft, you guys have been around for 50 years now. You've been in different locations. Now you're looking at a new location out on the Parkway.
Yeah.
How'd this come about?
Well, honestly, we've been with our growth. We've been at our current building now for probably 30 years or so, and we've gained a lot of new awesome team members, and we're just running out of space to efficiently run our production and also have a nice space for our team members. And so for the past 5 years or so, we've been just figuring out what we could possibly do, trying to think of ways that we could make the current building work. But then again, it's really not set up for an efficient flat lay that we need to run production, and also just have nice offices for employees. And so it was one of those things where it's like, can we really do this? Like, let's do it. And so we always have kind of been ones to take that leap, take that risk, and we finally just got together and said, let's just do it, because it's we got to keep advancing forward. So
a leap of faith, no doubt about that.
Yeah.
So a 36,000 square feet headquarters
Yeah.
in the Lions Business and Technology Park. Was it difficult trying to find a location, Colin?
It was actually because we were trying to look at current standing buildings, and we looked at a few spots, and we found ourselves thinking well, if we were to go into a already built structure, we would have to fit it again to our needs, and that's kind of what we're trying to get away from. So as we started looking towards the Lions Business and Technology Park, we really just started adding up, why not? We kind of thinking well, really, could we do it right there? And we worked with Grow Clinton and other members of the community to help make this happen, and it was and now that in hindsight, it feels like the perfect location.
I guess so. And again, visiting with Colin Sullivan of Adcraft. Retail and dining, client-focused showroom, workspace for creativity, increased production efficiency. It's a lot of good things going to happen there.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the retail and dining aspect first of all.
Well, I think a lot of people might not realize, because our fault, we don't have that great of a retail presence right now, but we've for the longest time carried sporting goods, things like cleats, baseball bats, pants, all that kind of stuff. But we don't really have a presence there because we don't have a physical place for people to come. I mean, we do, but it's not an expansive retail spot. So separate from our custom apparel showroom at the new place, we're going to have a retail spot that's just for retail items like Iowa Hawkeye gear, baseball bats, pants, cleats, gloves, all that kind of stuff. So, and then the food service spot, in that area, we realized there's Data Dimensions, the Autism Center, and then Winkle, Parker and Foster is right there as well. And we're like, this would be a great spot for not only our employees to have somewhere to eat and have a good spot to just break away from, but the other employees in the area. So we thought maybe it makes sense to, rather than just us taking that space up, to have two lease spaces for some food service spots. So.
Okay, you may not be able to say anything on this, but have you approached any people? Or is there any possibilities?
Yeah, we're starting to kick some things around,
Okay.
but yeah, I haven't nothing totally concrete yet. So we're starting to get some feelers out there for it.
So again, they're breaking ground, and when do you anticipate actually opening the doors?
It's probably going to be, I think we can start moving in at the end of May, maybe June. So I imagine, with the way things go, it might be like a July grand opening, but it could be a little bit sooner than that, could be a little bit later than that. I'm not quite sure. So, but decently quick turnaround, though.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Who's doing the work for you?
Build a Suit is the general contractor, and then we have a lot of local places that are, doing certain parts of the work too. So it's kind of great to see the parts of the community work on the project as well.
It is so exciting. What were some of the thoughts of the employees when you told them that this is what we're going to be doing?
I don't know if they it was an exciting day to do it, because I think it kind of caught them by surprise, and I don't know if everybody was expecting or not, but we were that was the most exciting thing for me, is just to tell people hey, you're going to have an awesome break room, you're going to have awesome a buffer zone that you can have customers in, and conference rooms, and we're not going to have makeshift stuff anymore. It's going to be an actual modern type of office. So I think everybody was pretty excited about it.
You know what is so exciting? It is still locally owned, a family business.
Mm-hmm.
Your grandfather kind of got things going.
Yeah.
What would he think if he were to look at that?
Yeah, I was wondering if you're going to ask me that. I think he would just, he was a man of few words, but I think he would just be kind of smiling and chuckling along. So yeah, I really wish he could see this today.
It is going to be fabulous out there on the Parkway, no doubt about that. So what's all taking place today? The groundbreaking will be at what time? And is the public invited at all, Colin?
Yeah, if they want to stop by, we're going to do it at 3:30 up there, and we're just going to do a couple photos, and it's going to be pretty loose, just maybe say a few words, and just have a, mainly it's exciting for our employees to physically go out there. I don't know if anybody's actually been out there yet, and so they can kind of see the site and where they're going to be working at every day now. So
you do so much on social media, so I would imagine people, there are sites that they can go to find out more.
Yeah, we haven't really put too much on like our website yet about it, but as we start developing the place and people start seeing the frame go up, we're going to probably do some updates about the facility. So
okay, very exciting news. Thank you so much for coming in. Enjoy the day.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, one more thing to mention too is we're going to have a marketing studio and a media room in there too. So if you ever want to do like your coach's show live from our studio there, you're more than welcome to.
Okay, well, I'll talk to Mike Rastrelli and see what he has to say.
Oh yeah, that too.
All right, thanks so much.
All right, thanks, Gary.